He spent 20 years breeding a super bee that could survive attacks from mites that kill millions of bees worldwide. Beekeeper's life work destroyed by arsonists who trashed his hives, sheds, and greenhouse. Woman who was mauled by 3 dogs, can't move her arm, and the dog owner still hasn't turned himself in. Woman thought she was going to die in dangerous dog attack. A woman who was mauled by 3 dogs in a terrifying attack that was filmed and then shared on social media says she thought she was going to die. Speaking publicly for the first time, Lacadia Reynolds said the incident in South London caused excruciating permanent pain to her arm. She told the BBC, "Those dogs were going to kill me, and she only had a split second to escape." Miss Reynolds suggested there needed to be more checks on the owners of dogs. Her comments come as the government looks to bring in a ban on American Bully XL dogs, following a spate of recent attacks, including the death of a man in the West Midlands. Speaking to the BBC's Reliable Sauce podcast, Miss Reynolds, 24, says she does not know who filmed the footage of her attack on June 6 and was upset by how quickly it went viral on social media. It has been watched tens of thousands of times. The BBC has chosen not to use this clip because of its graphic nature. Police investigating the case discovered one of the dogs involved was an American Pit Bull Terrier, a dog banned in the UK. It was later put down. The other dogs remain in police kennels while further inquiries are carried out. This must be so emotionally hard to go through. My brother just found out he's not the father of the kid he's been raising for 3 years. When he asked the mother why she never told him the truth, she said, "I said I was pregnant. I never said you made me pregnant." Stephen Pruitt has made nearly 3 million edits on Wikipedia and written 35,000 original articles, all for free. Yup, looks about what was expected. Yeah, shut the hell up. What have you done for society for free? I wonder how good this guy would be at Jeopardy. Oh boy. Lady volunteering and then stealing $12,000 from local Girl Scouts troop. Girl Scout troop treasurer arrested for stealing over $12,000. You have got to be some of the lowest to steal charity money. Stepmom of the year. Hey blank, this picture, is it okay if I post it in a Photoshop group to see if my stepson can be removed? If not, I completely understand, thank you. You want him removed. Did we take shots without him? Sure love, you can do that, I don't mind. Yes lol, I want one with just my boys, and no we didn't, we took them with him. Okay, thank you so much. Hello, can anyone remove the center kid? Willing to Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle $10. Photographer's permission is included. Thank you. God, that is actually some of the most gross I've ever seen. Lupita Nyong'o, in her 40s, walking away from her relationship because her man cheated is peak female delusion. Of cause, the sisterhood will support such stupidity with the rhetoric, "You deserve better, queen." Smart and true. He was pushing his luck as is. She'll have no problems finding someone better. Yeah, my first thought was, she's in her 40s? She does not look it. She isn't gonna have any trouble. This mother of the year. Oh god, another one. Is there any way y'all could remove the kid to the right in these pictures? He's my stepson and I love these pictures of us together, but I also didn't get any good ones with just 2 without him. Also remove him from the full family pictures, please. Thanks in advance. Edit. I love my stepson, sure, but I do want some without him in them. I already posted these ones, but I just want to have it both ways. Also very weird how, like, she's holding the 2 kids and then he's just sitting, like, a couple inches away. That is just so weird, man. New Jersey mailman, 26, faces up to 5 years in prison for dumping 99 ballots in the trash that were meant for voters in heavily Democratic suburbs. And it's these kind of people who like to cry and say that, oh, the elections are rigged. Dressing up as the boy in the striped pajamas on a night out. That is, f***ing weird. A bouncer found my late friend's spouse on Facebook after she rejected him at a bar. OMG, so a bouncer hit on me last night. You single? Married? I said I'm married and my husband died 3 weeks ago. Aw man, I'm sorry to hear that. So you got social media? Like, what? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like after I said my husband died 3 weeks ago, he should have left me alone, Lamau. Yeah, especially after you said I'm married. That's a pretty good hint that you're not available. Also, telling him your husband is dead isn't an invitation. That's what I'm saying. Then that was like the 3rd time he approached me. Then he kept like popping up and talking to me whenever I would go to the bathroom or to the bar or something. Blank's husband ended up telling him to leave me alone because I told him twice and he wouldn't stop, Lamau. I don't know, just weird. Made me super, presumably uncomfortable. The bouncer from the bar found me on Facebook. What did he say? Would you ever let me spoil you? You're just so stunning, to be honest. What a tool. You need to report that to the owner. Really inappropriate. Honestly, it's pretty creepy. Inappropriate is right? Did he check your ID? Yeah, he's the one that was at the front checking bags and shit. Definitely report that. He knows where you live too and your full name. Worst case scenario anyways. Ew, I hadn't thought about that. I'd blast all the messages on the bar's social media page. That guy is a stalker and maybe worse. He's checking women's IDs and getting their full names and probably addresses as well. My son is asthmatic and is very unwell currently. We pay to get milk, eggs, bread delivered 3 times a week, and every day this week someone has stolen this before 7 a.m. Stop stealing milk from my doorstep. I am a single mom with a sick kid. This is my only way to get milk. We are running low on food as is, and you steal during a pandemic. Yeah, I think that's a very warranted botched 911 call. In 2006, a 5-year-old called 911 after his mother collapsed in her bedroom. The operator hung up on the kid after asking him to put an adult on the phone and assuming it was a prank. After 3 hours, the boy called again and another operator told him to stop prank calling and send police to the home. The police arrived shortly after and found the mother of 10 dead. Well, I sure hope that operator got fired and blacklisted. Drunk driver who plowed into mother and daughter gives middle finger after walking free from court. Try plowing into a brick wall next time. Why steal life-saving equipment? We're really disappointed to tell you that this defibrillator has been stolen. This machine is here to save lives, so we are working with our suppliers to get this replaced as soon as possible. The audacity to call out artists and calling their art trash and then fixes them. Fixing artists' trash art. Holy shit, 608 dislikes and 0 likes? That is pretty epic. Someone left a football filled with concrete in the middle of a field. That is actually one of the most evil things I have ever seen. German Shepherd beaten and shot multiple times, saving his 16-year-old owner from burglars. Oh, buddy. I hope he makes a speedy recovery. Imagine giving your life for your country only to be called this. First Texas sheriff's deputy to wear sick turban on duty killed at traffic stop. Sorry, but this is America, not Sudan. Shut the up, Roger. Recently found out my ex had been cheating on me for the past 5 months, so here's a picture of him crying like a child when I found out and left his ass. LMFAO gets me every time. Well, hey, I'm happy to see a total piece of getting shat on. This is awesome. More of this, please. The past couple posts have made me a little depressed. Just read this and had to share. Downtown Wichita affordable housing apartments getting torn down for parking. That's awesome. That's so cool. Affordable housing getting destroyed for places for cars to sit. Let me introduce you to my neighbor. Be a good neighbor. Please clean up after your dog. I mean, yeah, I think you should clean up after, but like, where is this? Is this your yard? Is this your neighbor's yard? I don't know why you would be in your neighbor's yard taking a photo of, I'm confused here. Friends of murdered NYC activist starts GoFundMe for themselves in his girlfriend's name so they can take extra unpaid time off work. Hi everyone, we are a collective of Blank's close friends, reeling from a brutal loss. We are asking for your help on behalf of his partner in easing the burden and stress of this horrifying situation so that we can have space and time to grieve and remember Blank. Immediate needs are to offset the costs of working class people taking time off work to properly mourn. If you Google Blank, you'll hear and now see about the tragedy that struck on early Monday morning, but if you look past the breaking news, you'll see news on his legislative victories. You'll probably find his social media accounts filled with thoughts and memories, and you'll find collections of his artistic works to date. We hope you may find his thoughts on mutual aid, his works of advocacy, and understand that his radical principles of community care, justice, and dismantling an individualized, profit-centered way of life are worth carrying forward in our own communities. It is this time of remembrance and healing that will allow for reflection. We thank you in advance for any material support you can provide. In pain and gratitude, Blank's friends. $70,000 raised. That could have been raised for, like, I don't know, supporting his family or a funeral fund, if you really wanted to remember him and honor him. His rights as a man and a husband. My wife left because she was programmed by radical feminism to believe that she could just break her marriage vows and file for divorce under the concept of irreconcilable differences. Our differences were irreconcilable because she was, I don't even know if I'm saying that word right, by the way, because she was unsubmissive, physically and verbally abusive, and when I finally physically handled her for her disrespect disrespect and insubordinate behavior, she turned on me and used her parents and the justice system to prevent my rights as a man and her husband to discipline her for her behavior. Step off, you little. To me, it sounds like you're the little putting your hands on your wife. Like, it's no wonder she left you. This isn't the Stone Ages anymore, man. Why don't you grow the hell up and get better? Mugshots.com puts people's mugshots online and then demands payment to take them down. The site's founders were just arrested for extortion. Here are their mugshots. Nice. Man climbing Ferris wheel at Santa Monica Pier states he has a bomb. American tourist arrested for smashing Israel museum statues. Cool. Mother uses daughter as meal ticket. Thankfully, dad finds out. So I pay $380 a week to her mother. My daughter comes to see me because she was crying, she misses me and made her own way to see me, as her mom tells her she is not allowed to see me. She is 14, and this is what she comes over wearing to school. What the f***? My money is not looking after my daughter, it's lining the pockets of her mother, and this breaks my heart. Yes, I did go straight to the shops and bought her a new pair of school shoes, as no way I would let her go tomorrow wearing these. This system is as if this is not child neglect, and tell me why I'm paying $380 a week while she drives her hotted up Jeep, smokes and drinks, and has fake boobs. But this is what my daughter deals with? For making a bear sit out in a paved lot all day for a campaign that has nothing to do with bears. Meet the Beast. You just have a bear out there chilling on hot concrete while you're talking about what are you doing here? Who knows what would have happened? Black Louisiana man's name is cleared after his father's surveillance camera appears to capture probation officer planting evidence. If you're a parent and let your kids make a mess like this, then you're a piece of shit. Oh my god. Wow. That is embarrassing, yeah. Stealing a comic artist's work to create a shot-for-shot movie adaptation. This film is a fully plagiarized, shot-for-shot remake of my comic. The filmmakers didn't ask me for permission to adapt my work. They didn't even notify me they were doing so until the film had already been released and was winning awards at film festivals. It winning awards pisses me off. God damn, for stealing your man. That grinds my gears. Scumbags. Quote, the original concept was inspired by a short online cartoon we saw, which we developed further, end quote, is a real fancy way of saying we plagiarized it and add some of our own bull. Oh, and who the that comic? I don't know, lol. Plagiarized the plot from a comic, plagiarized the entire aesthetic from The Lighthouse and The Witch. Laurie Mahon starting to sound a lot like Amy Schumer. Last week, I went to Costco and bought a crate of water, got down to my car, and whilst opening my boot, a man walked up to me, looked me in the eye, and picked my crate of water, turned around, and walked off. Context, I'm a wheelchair user. I cheated on all 7 of my long-term boyfriends. Somehow this is now seen as wrong or bad, when in reality, it's one of the best things to do as a girl. If your boyfriend won't obey you mindlessly and accept that he's below you, cheat on him and make him cry so he gets the point. Oh, okay, I thought that was like their real username. I was gonna say that's accurate. Today, one of my employees asked for a raise because he will be a father. Makes sense. I instantly fired him on the spot. It's simple. Do you raise capital when your business is failing? Do you expand and hire new employees when you are at a loss? After working for me for so many years, he didn't learn which one is an asset, which one is a liability. If you are earning only $27,000 TAKA per month, you should at the very least inform your boss on your family planning. I hired you for work, not to provide seed funds for your seed. Your salary is a clear indication of your contribution to society. If it is so low, how can you even think about reproduction? You're simply compounding your failures. Wow, this guy sounds like a total prick. Principal kicks girl out of student government and cancels her scholarship endorsement for dancing at a homecoming after party? They basically told me I was kicked off student government. I just started crying hysterically. I was really upset because student government is the best thing that happened to me during high school. They basically told me I should be ashamed of myself and that they were concerned about my afterlife if I wasn't following basically God's ideals, which made me cry even more. You're telling me God has an issue with people dancing? I don't know about this guy. Blank, owner of the Washington, had 140 trees cut down in a national park because he wanted a better view from his mansion. When a park ranger raised concerns about it, he got demoted and his house was raided by U.S. Marshals. That is actually